Hello everyone, sorry about the sound cock up in the last van update video. Hopefully this one will be better.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is another update to let you know that we have now pulled out of the Bilbo's deal. We've decided we're not going to wait any longer and have cancelled our contract with them.
Yeah, it's not the fault of Bilbo. All camper van manufacturers are going through a torrid time at the moment to get hold of vehicles. The reason we're giving you this update now is a lot of people are saying stick with Bilbo, so we don't want anybody wasting their time now arguing for keeping with the contract. We've learnt an awful lot from this process, haven't we?
Yep.
And obviously, reading the comments in the last video, there are a lot of you who are waiting for vehicles, and some people have been waiting over 2 years, haven't they?
Yeah.
Which is a terrible situation. So what are the key things we have learnt? The first one is about making sure you have a fixed price.
We thought we had a fixed price in our contract. Obviously on the day when you put the order in, you sign the contract and pay a deposit, and you know you've got a balance to pay.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, that will be what we're paying. But then somebody did mention in the comments, have you got a fixed price contract?
Yeah,
so you read the small print,
I
didn't
went
you?
through the small print, which is not, it's wrong to call it the small print. It's quite clearly written in there
on the contract,
that if the price of the base vehicle changes, then they will charge you that increase on the base price. From my point of view, it's all about reasonableness.
Yeah.
So is it reasonable for a person buying a brand new van to have a 6-month delay? Perhaps that is reasonable to tolerate up to a 6-month delay.
Yeah, but 2 years.
Is it reasonable to have a 2 years delay?
Yeah.
And I think there's nobody, I'd be very surprised if anybody is going to argue that that is reasonable in the comments. Obviously, the base price for a vehicle will change massively in 2 years. So first thing, make sure you know what your contract is. We were silly, we didn't. If it's going to be a fixed price, well, you can't do better than that. However, if it's not fixed, then you have to have enough money in your budget to stump up for a significant change later down the road, don't you?
I mean, we don't know what the outcome would have been with Bilbo's. They didn't say we've got to pay any more.
No, when we ordered the van, we insisted on a get out clause that if the vehicle was not with Bilbo's by the 2nd of October, that we would want the option of pulling out and getting our refund back. I have to say, I'm really glad we did that.
Yeah.
Because what we have found is that as time goes past and you're waiting, your thoughts and your needs may well change.
So we've been thinking a lot about, with winter coming, wanting to do another trip.
Yeah.
And would it be better not to have a pop top, to have a more winterised
Yeah,
van
a
with
fully
a hard top?
winterised van.
Yeah. Would make it so much more comfortable going
would
away
make
in
it
the
so much more
winter.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that we've learned from this process is when we wrote a criteria list, that was a big mistake. That was my mistake. I thought I would set out the criteria we were looking for, and that would make the search easier. In hindsight, it actually restricts your view, doesn't it?
And
Totally
it makes you
blinkers us.
discount certain
Vehicles.
models and vehicles.
Yeah, and we were also discounting models because of the distance to the dealer.
Oh yeah, and that was the other thing.
Yeah.
We'd always thought in the past, because of our experience with caravans,
Yeah.
that you should always go to a dealer near you.
Yeah, because we got burnt. We had a problem with a caravan. We couldn't get it repaired, and we ended up having to go to the only dealer who would repair it, and that was a place in Scotland, wasn't it?
Edinburgh,
Couldn't be
yeah.
further away from us.
That's cutting your nose
That's
off
cutting
a
your
bit.
nose off to spite your face. So disregard
limiting
what I said
things.
to you before, because this experience has taught me new things.
Yeah.
The biggest thing it's taught me is look at every single van on the market. Don't dismiss it. Just look at it. Even if it's a van you have no intention of buying, seeing what it's like and what they've got inside is
Yeah.
really useful, isn't it?
And picking up ideas of the layout,
Yeah.
and what things would be useful to you, what you like, what you don't like.
Look at everything, and when you're dismissing a van, just make a little note of why you've dismissed it, and then that will inform your thoughts on the next one you look at, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, we made a little list just so we didn't forget. Is there
Yeah, I think
anything on
that's it.
there?
So that's basically what we've been doing, going through looking at all sorts of vans, and some that you've suggested as well that we hadn't even thought about.
As we go through looking at vans, we will add them to a short list. I think there's only one vehicle on the short list at the moment. And then what we'll do is we'll make a video about that van and asking for feedback, particularly obviously interested in people who've got it
Yeah.
and what it's like to really live in the vehicle and use it on a daily basis. And then that will inform us.
Going
Hopefully we'll
forwards.
get good advice from
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your comments.
Yeah.
We were surprised at how many comments we got on the last video.
Previous one, yeah.
We were quite slow to answer them all, but
Well, yeah,
you
because
know,
there were so
'cause there
many.
were just so many. So
But we do read every one. So,
yeah, we do.
Yeah, please keep coming forward. And a lot of people are finding their links
Oh,
were
yeah.
being deleted.
Yeah, don't post a link in your comment to anything else, because YouTube are in the moment are rolling out changes where they're not going to allow links in comments. So anything that has a link in it, YouTube are deleting it. I've had a couple of people accusing me that I'm deleting their
It's not the case.
It's not the case, I can assure you that.
So if you want to send us a link, do it either by email or messenger us through our Facebook group or on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only other thing I'd say on that is before we open any links, we will look into you and see that you're the sort of person we can
yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
Because you know that people could send us anything, all sorts of
Yeah,
malicious
but if
stuff.
you're a regular commentator,
If you're a regular commenter, no
we'll
problem
know
at all.
who
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah. If you want to make suggestions, don't make them in email. Put them in the comments.
Yeah.
Because that way everybody gets to benefit from
Yeah.
your suggestions. I
Yeah.
appreciate if it's something sensitive and you can't say it in a comment, then by all means email us it.
Yeah. We've got a few more videos to come from the Isle of Wight. We'll be putting those out every Friday evening at 6 p.m.
Yeah, and at some point we'll be doing a new trip in this van, won't we?
Yes. And as soon as we've recorded these videos about the search for a new van,
We'll just pump them out as they're ready.
We'll just pump them out as and when they're ready. So
Yeah.
make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification, and
Yeah.
then you'll know when they're being put out.
Okay, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
And thanks for all your comments.
Yeah.
Keep them coming, and we'll see you soon.